A Detroit judge finds herself on the wrong side of the bench tonight. The feds have charged 4 people in a corruption scheme, including the judge, her father, and a guardian. They're accused of stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars from people at risk and unable to care for themselves.
Just stunning. 7 investigator Heather Catallo is here now after exposing allegations of corruption for over a decade in Michigan's guardianship system. And now this.
This is a huge federal probe. Families have complained for a long time that the guardianship system makes it far too easy for people with power to take money from the vulnerable. And that's exactly what the feds are alleging this judge and her co-defendants did.
Andrea Bradley Baskin, P70474, here on behalf of Ms. Nancy Williams.
A lawyer turned judge who once defended a local guardian in court is now her co-defendant in a federal corruption case.
She looks forward to her name being cleared in these charges.
Before Andrea Bradley Baskin became a 36th district court judge, Bradley Baskin and her father, attorney Avery Bradley, often represented guardian Nancy Williams. Williams' guardianship agency, Guardian and Associates, was appointed to be the fiduciary for more than 1,000 cases in the Wayne County Probate Court. When a probate judge declares you legally incapacitated, a guardian can have total control over your medical and financial decisions, often with very little oversight. In this indictment unsealed Friday, Judge Bradley Baskin, Avery Bradley, Williams, and Dwight Rashad were all charged with conspiracy to commit wire fraud in what the feds call a years-long scheme to embezzle money from Williams' incapacitated wards. Bradley, the judge, and Rashad are also charged with money laundering.
Ms. Williams is definitely a responsible citizen.
Williams was previously convicted of election fraud for forging signatures on her ward's absentee ballots. The feds say Williams and Bradley Baskin allegedly took $203,000 for themselves from one ward's legal settlement. Rashad ran group homes, and FBI agents say Williams allegedly paid him rent for wards who never lived in the homes. According to the indictment, Judge Bradley Baskin is accused of using $70,000 of one ward's funds to purchase an ownership stake in a bar, and she's accused of using another ward's money to pay for a lease on a Ford Expedition.
The fact that a judge and an attorney have now been indicted, it shows just how brazen folks feel like they can be. And I also think it shows they're very aware of the holes in the system because there aren't that many checks when it comes to how a fiduciary operates.
Nicole Shannon is the systemic advocacy attorney at the Michigan Elder Justice Initiative. She's been fighting for guardianship reforms for years and says she's grateful the FBI is investigating this.
We know this is happening every day. Stronger expectations for documentation, transparency, meaningful review and reporting, those are the types of things that could really impact the future and prevent these types of things from happening.
Judge Bradley Baskin is also charged with one count of making a false statement to a federal law enforcement agent. Her attorneys told me as of right now they're not commenting on this. I have reached out to the lawyers for the other defendant. So far, we've not heard back from them. Court records show they all pleaded not guilty to the charges in court today. Carolyn and Simon?
All right, Heather, thank goodness you're shining the light.